How's everybody doing? In today's video, I'm just going to put out there my goal for 2021. Basically, 2020, obviously, for a lot of reasons, for a lot of people, different reasons, it's been a rough year. So I thought that for 2021, I should make a goal that is calculable and hopefully doable for myself, and basically give myself something to look forward to. So my goal for 2021 is to save up all my money and buy an enormous chain. That was a joke, by the way. That would be cool, but I'm not going to spend all my money on that. My real goal is to save up a bunch of money and get a Les Paul Custom. So the reason why is that I've always liked Les Pauls, obviously, and I've never actually owned anything from the custom shop. I've had 5 Gibson USA Les Pauls, but I've never had one from the custom shop. I know that they have some different processes, some slightly different specs on the guitars, but some of my favorite guitars that I've ever heard other people play in my life came out of the custom shop. So that got me to thinking maybe it's time that I get one for myself. That and the fact that with everything how it's going in the world, you may not have time to make that like an old age goal. Like I used to think like, well, you know, if I'm in like my 40s and 50s and I'm more financially stable, I would just get a Les Paul Custom because it would be like nothing. But right now in my life, it's a huge deal to save up that much money just to buy a guitar with it. But you know, you may not get the chance later in life because you may not get to be later in life. So you might as well do what makes you happy. Or at least that's how I'm justifying it for now. I don't really think that I'm going to die before the end of the year. But anyway, where am I going with this? So I want to get a Les Paul Custom. I want to get a regular old white Les Paul Custom, Alpine white with gold hardware. I did discuss with my Sweetwater rep a made to measure, although apparently that's cost prohibitive really for what I'm trying to do, which essentially would just be to have a Les Paul Custom without inlays. Apparently there's a big price hike just to remove a feature. I didn't think it was worth it. And I also wanted to make this something that I can actually feasibly do by the end of the year, not like draw it out for 2, 3, 4 years to try to save up enough money for a made to measure. So anyway, that will be something for me to look forward to. And I think it's good to set yourself goals in life that sometimes they can be real long-term goals. That's really good, that's healthy. But in the meantime, you also need to have, I think, shorter term goals that you can anticipate that can kind of keep you going through the hard times. So here's basically my plan as to how I'm going to save up to get a Les Paul Custom. 1, don't pick up the phone. 2, make more money, simple. 3, spend less money, so save money already. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to spend less on entertainment and less on eating out, which that is a big thing for me, buying lunch out. Even still, I know it's bad with germs and everything, but it's also bad financially. Just by not eating lunch out constantly, I could probably save at least $200 a month that I'm just casually spending all the time. I mean, that stuff, it's small each time, but it definitely adds up. I mean, you can look at a credit card bill that you're like, man, how did I spend this much this month and I didn't even buy anything? And it's like, well, it's all just fast food. So I'm going to save money that way. And 4, I'm going to sell off all of my belongings. So if anybody wants like a coffee table, forks, spoons, dishes, I mean, I'm really just going to cut it down to 1 dish, 1 fork, 1 spoon, 1 butter knife, 1 steak knife, 1 glass. Everything else is for sale. No, but for real, I will probably sell some stuff. There's not all that much as far as gear that I'm really wanting to part with, but I guess it'll depend on how fast my saving is going otherwise. That will make me sort of push to sell stuff. I really want to keep all of my current Les Pauls except for one. And then I'm probably going to have just a handful of small stuff to sell, like pedals, cheaper guitars, things to just sort of bump along. And of course, there could be some unforeseen financial tragedy in the coming year that could be a speed bump to this goal, but barring something like that happening, I will get a Les Paul Custom by the end of the year. Assuming they actually have them in stock by then, because it's been hard enough to get a guitar at all for the past year. And then kind of a side goal, and I'm not even sure if this is really possible in the current climate of YouTube, but it would be cool to get to 1 million total views by the end of 2021. Right now, by the time I upload this, I'll probably be at around 600,000, but there's so much saturation constantly on YouTube that even though your subscribers go up, your viewership constantly goes down. So the percentage of engagement of those subscribers is difficult to keep. But being that I'm already at 600,000, maybe if I get enough, decent videos going to become more relevant on here, then I could come close to 1 million by the end of the year, but I guess we'll see how that goes. But really what's going to be more satisfying than that for me, I think, is just going to be getting a Les Paul Custom. And then of course, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing still regular videos, putting out regular content as I have been doing, hopefully some more interesting things, maybe some more just things for the sake of entertainment than necessarily product reviews, although I will still do a few. I probably won't buy any guitars except for the custom because I'm trying to save money, but I can still do, amp reviews, pedals, things like that in the meantime. And I don't know. I can't say that I won't slip up and buy another guitar. I guess it'll just depend how it goes. But anyway, there you go. My goal for 2021, save up and buy a Les Paul Custom. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any goals for the new year or just music goals, whether it's saving up to buy gear, whether it's recording your own new music. Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to hear. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next time.